Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, stations.
Looks middle of the field, ricochets up in the air and intercepted. Middle of the field to 20, cuts back to the 10, stays on his feet. It's touchdown, touchdown, Southern Illinois. Brooks throws middle, nearly intercepted. It is picked off. Southern's got it. All they gotta do is fall down, and they do. The Salukis in the end zone. Hoist up the warrant for the wheel, and for the third time, the wheel will reside where it belongs.
It's time for Saluki football on the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield. Today's road game broadcast is driven by Rend Lake Golf Resort, your getaway wherever the dogs go. Saluki football is also brought to you by Steel. Find your local Steel dealer at steeldealers.com. And by Shelter Insurance for auto, home, and life coverage that goes the distance. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Now, welcome to the IBEW NICA pregame show. IBEW NICA, your power professionals.
All off-season long, the Saluki football program did not shy away from expectations for the 2025 season, and they still don't back away from those high expectations. Making the postseason is what fuels the drive in November. And let's just say the price of fuel for this postseason run could use a fill-up here in Youngstown, Ohio. It has been a long time since Jim Tressel has coached the game for the Youngstown State Penguins, which was the fall of 2000. Outside of the magical postseason run under Bo Pelini in 2016, all the way to the FCS national title game, Youngstown has a massive appetite for an FCS winner again. And today, they are truly fighting for their playoff lives at 5-4 on the season and 2-3 in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. A loss today for Youngstown State means no postseason, with still 2 weeks to go. With all the pressure for Youngstown State, let's not act like the Salukis don't have some of their own. 5 straight losses to ranked teams in November. 2-11 in the last 13 ranked November games. 1-7 in the last 8 trips to Youngstown State. And every win this season has been against the team with a losing record. You want games to matter in November, and there could be an argument made that this one today in the Ice Castle holds the biggest ramifications for both these programs and how 2025 truly forms. It's the Youngstown State Penguins hosting your Southern Illinois Salukis inside the Ice Castle at Stambaugh Stadium. It's time for Saluki football. With the coach, Pat Poore, down on the field turf here at Stambaugh Stadium alongside Mike Trude. Here in the press box, I am Luke Martin, Paxton Guy, back in our network studios. Penguins, Dawgs, this has been a series that has been a competitive one. Last year, we remember what happened in Carbondale, Coach Poore. It was a remarkable day for SIU, down 28-0. They come back to win it behind true freshman quarterback in Jake Curry. Really, since the end of the season, in a much different note. And since that point, it's fueled Youngstown State differently as well, which Coach Phillips told us earlier this week.
Yeah, that was a ball game where you SIU really showed their culture, the fight and the grit with all the injuries and all of that, and being down that score at halftime. And then, just like talking to Coach this week, from their standpoint, from Youngstown State's standpoint, is like, why'd that happen? Finding answers to those questions. And obviously, I think you see a lot of that in what he's talking about in this team this year is situational decisions and a little bit of personnel, maybe a little bit of certain times it's like, hey, Bo Brungard is who he is, and hey, let's bank on him. And I think his role has really increased this year, even compared to that game that we watched him last year in.
In case you forgot, Curry, 322 yards passing, 3 passing touchdowns, and oh, by the way, 10 carries for 75 yards and a rushing touchdown as well last year, Mike. But the pressure this week, we talk about pressure being a privilege, all those cliche-type things. But again, give credit to Doug Phillips this week in our conversation with us. They're 2-3 in the Valley. That's a losing record. They're 5-4 right now in the season. There is no debate. For Southern, there could be a little bit of a debate if they still would find a way to win the next 2 weeks if they lose today. There is no argument for Youngstown State. They have to win out. Their playoffs start today.
And Doug Phillips said in our talk with him earlier this week that Youngstown is used to playoff football, and the fact that it's been a while since
2 years.
It's been a while since they've been in the playoffs and really haven't sniffed it the last couple of years. Doug is feeling it, I think, as much as his team might be feeling it for him. It's a capable football team. They took North Dakota State to the wire at home last week, and when you look back at Southern's game at North Dakota State and Youngstown's game at North Dakota State, they were almost carbon copies of themselves. The Salukis collapsed in the final minute and a half of the second quarter in that game with a fumble, then a big score by North Dakota State, and then it was 28 straight points by the Bison. And then last week, Youngstown State had the ball going in for a touchdown, which would have, again, solidified their halftime lead. Instead, North Dakota State ends up getting 2 touchdowns in the final 4 minutes, takes a lead into halftime, still won the ball game, but could have been completely different for Youngstown.
Youngstown State made the postseason in 2023. They were close in 2022 at 7-4, but that appearance in 23, it was the first time in the postseason since they went to that national title game in 2016 under Bo Pelini. Let's go ahead and get to our first Southern Bank first impressions of the Youngstown State Penguins. First Southern Bank, local people, local decisions, community banking at its best. Man, Coach Poor, where do we start on offense? I don't know where we can start. I'm going to leave it up to you. Where do you think we should start for this Youngstown State team on offense?
Well, you guys are going to have a blast today calling this guy's name, probably Brungard, because he does everything for them in that offense. Whether it's quarterback called runs, it's him pulling the ball, it's him scrambling and making throws down the field, or just with his feet outside the pocket. He is so good at the off-schedule, off-rhythm plays that, you see it every week. That's where a lot of your explosives come from, is from the off-schedule plays, and he is really, really good at that. And has capable dudes around him. I mean, the Tom Zach kid, Flash Wilson, even the running back is a really good player out of the backfield and does some things within their offense that make them really explosive. You look at their point totals, they're a team that they can score points. And, that's the thing looking at it today. And we talked about it all week, and even talking with the coach from Youngstown State. So many similarities, at least offensively, between SIU and Youngstown State, but it does, man. It all goes through number 12, man.
I'm glad Coach Poor brought up the Frankfort, Illinois native and Max Tomczak. He has the school record for career receptions, 204 and counting in his career, 42 straight games with the reception. As much combo and deservingly so as Bo Brungard will get. Flash Wilson's gotten a lot of respect this year. Today's just one of those days, Mike Trude, where you really hope that Illinois native and Tom Zach does not have a big game, because he's very capable of it.
He's the favorite receiver of Brumgard. They're roommates. They've been together now for 3 years in this system. And Tomczak just seems to be, if there's a big third down play to make, and it's one where it's an obvious passing down it, doesn't mean Brumgard's not going to pull it down and run it. Tomczak's the guy that everybody's looking for in that situation. And if Southern can force Brumgard to stay in the pocket, which nobody's done. I mean, if you do that, it's phenomenal. Then you feel really good about your chances.
Let's switch it to Youngstown State's defense. 12 turnovers is what they forced this year. They only had 7 last year. They've improved in that area. But we were talking with Bob Hannon before we went on the air, who's the voice of Youngstown State. They're going to be without probably around 4 defensive linemen today. But, Coach Poore, you've been a part of these games where you kind of get that news, right, of, they're going to be down some key guys. But you can't let that really affect your mentality at all because, man, I think all of us can speak those times where you see key guys out. Guess what? Next guys come in and play really well. You can't focus so much on who's missing. You just got to focus on go out and execute.
Yeah, you've always had that approach of it's a faceless opponent. You've heard, you broke them down, you've watched them on film, all of that. And but a lot of that goes to it's about you, it's about us, it's about that next snap, whoever's over there across the ball from you. But they are a little bit beat up, and just being honest, not really a true strength of their defense, of Youngstown State's defense, is those guys up front. It's more been the linebacker crew, the second level guys, obviously Zandier and Hodge is a guy number 39 that he's super active. They picked him up from the portal, and a guy that could have some impact in this game, making those kind of plays where it's just you got to know where he's at because they line him up all over in that defense at the second level.
Before we wrap here, Mike, and send it to the rest of our pregame show, this was a note that I told both of you guys as we were heading in. It's going to be tough to turn over Youngstown State today. On the year, Youngstown State's only turned the football over 6 times. But in Valley play for SIU, they've only scored 6 points off opponent turnovers. Southern's opponents have scored 45 points off of Southern's mistakes. If they can, it's going to be hard, but if you can make Bo Brumgard or that Youngstown State offense turn it over, Saluki's got to capitalize.
Oh, yeah, without question, especially on the road. We always talk about you have to take advantage of those things on the road. This is one of those road contests where Southern has a hard time winning here in Youngstown, and any turnover that the Salukis get today, they have to turn into points.
That's our First Southern Bank first impressions of our game here this afternoon against the Youngstown State Penguins. First Southern Bank proudly offers Kasasa checking, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. We'll take a timeout. Our SIU Foundation Player Spotlight with Lim Wash is next up. This is the IBEW Nika pregame show, and you're listening to Saluki Football from Learfield.
If your old car is so ugly, Dawgs won't tinkle on the tires. If you have to dance naked in the moonlight and light a candle to make it start. If it just isn't the car you want it to be, Vic Koenig Chevrolet will give you a big bucket full of cash for it. No dancing necessary. Vic Koenig Chevrolet will buy your car, truck, or SUV, whether you buy one of ours or not. We'll pay you more than you ever thought you could get. And we'll put you behind the wheel of a newer, nicer ride that actually starts every single time. Vic Koenig has a huge selection of reliable pre-owned vehicles in stock now, and dozens of new Chevrolets on their way to Carbondale as we speak. But I promise you, they'll be sold before they ever hit the state line. Hurry in to Vic Koenig Chevrolet and call dibs. Vic Koenig Chevrolet in Carbondale, home of the world-famous SIU Salukis. VicKoenig.com on approved credit.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelDealers.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com. Looking for a mortgage that fits your life? Sean Daly at Guild Mortgage has you covered. With hundreds of loan products, including specialized programs for first-time homebuyers, military families, and rural residents, we've got the perfect fit for you. Guild Mortgage. Own what matters. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company NMLS 3274. Sean Daly, NMLS 1536006. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
People trust Extreme Internet, but they don't trust our prices. So it's time for a change. Our new Extreme Internet packages now include everything you need. Wi-Fi, security, unlimited data, and equipment. It's what you expect and deserve. So look, other companies will show you a lower price with lots of fine print. But we're keeping it real. No gimmicks, just great value. That's Extreme Internet.
Lem coming off a nice game at Murray State, and you ran a little pop play, and then the one late in the fourth quarter to kind of clinch the ball game. We watched you guys practice in that all last week. Did you have an idea that it would get into the scheme on Saturday at Murray?
Honestly, going into the week, I didn't think that play was going to be called at all, because that's a play we had in for Indiana State. And, you know, they kept telling me week after week, we're going to run it, and we just never did. So going into that week, they were telling me, you know, that play was still on the table, and I was in my head, I was like, there's no way we're actually going to run it. So, and then when that play actually came in the game, actually they called a timeout. So I was like, okay, we're probably going to go off it, but then they still left it on there. And so it was nice that we were actually able to run it.
When you break through the line and you go, this is going to work, what kind of goes through your mind?
Catch the ball. It was rainy. I wasn't able to have gloves on. I was like, just catch the ball and secure it.
Now, the fourth quarter touchdown, a lot had to go right for that play to work. Offensive line had to maintain that. And DJ rolling to the right, if you're an offensive line, you're thinking, he's going to run. I got to get downfield. Everything worked. And you just kind of squeaked out there. How did you get so open?
I mean, that's really DJ making a play. Honestly, that play was really designed for me to be, you know, wide open from the jump, and if not, DJ's going to run it. But, I mean, him just being a playmaker, stiff-arming the guy, and the D-lineman just having the awareness of mind, you know, just to, you know, stay near the line of scrimmage, and really just DJ making a play. So I really give credit to those guys for that play.
Is it worse being that wide open and thinking, oh, my God, I can't drop this ball, versus making a big catch with somebody all over you?
I always say the wide open ones are the hardest. It gives you the most time to think. You're thinking of different ways to catch it, and you're really just like, if I drop this, it's going to be so embarrassing.
So your journey to Southern Illinois was a little bit skewed if you look at, you know, year-by-year progress. How would you describe how you finally ended up here?
Really just God's time and God's blessings. I mean, so many things had to go right in my journey for me to be in the position I am now. So I'm really just thankful, you know. I mean, starting off with, you know, my brother, my family, always, you know, being there for me, getting this process, and really Coach Hill and the coaching staff just giving me an opportunity to be on the field.
How special is it? There's a couple brother teams here on this ball club, and how special is it to be able to play opposite sides of the ball, but every day you can see Miles?
I mean, it's really great. I mean, I was just telling my mom this the other day. I mean, there's not a lot of, you know, brothers that could say they played together at the Division I level. So, I mean, regardless of what happens, you know, from here on out, that's something I'm going to say for the rest of my life. Got to play football with my brother.
Talk about your journey from quarterback to tailback. You went to South Dakota, I imagine, to compete for the quarterback job, and Adam Bauman won it that year. And what was your mindset going forward?
I mean, really, before, you know, I started to step away from the game, it was more just, I just want to get on the field. I mean, regardless of the position, whether it was, you know, linebacker, running back, receiver, special teams, I just want to be on the field. So really, I mean, in the offseason, I kind of just trained for everything, you know. And then when I came here, I kind of just asked Coach Hill, like, what position he preferred me at, and he told me running back. So from then, I just focused on that, got on the field as much as I could, and here we are.
You didn't play anywhere in 24-25. What was that year like for you, mentally, physically? How did you take care of yourself?
I mean, it was, a lot of missing the game, a lot of really just finding myself, which is actually good for me now, like finding, my value and stuff like that, like just for myself outside of the game. So it really allows me to be more relaxed when I'm on the field, knowing my purpose outside the game, So, and then also just brings that love back, like once you don't have the game, and then me, like rarely, but I got the opportunity, to play the game again. I'm just, truly thankful to be in the position. I cherish every moment of it.
That Saluki Spotlight was brought to you by the SIU Foundation. Big thank you to Mike Trude and Lim Wash for taking time for that Saluki Spotlight. When we return here on the IBEW Nika Pregame Show, we catch up with the head coach of Youngstown State, Doug Phillips. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Found in the heart of Illinois' most scenic park sits historic Giant City State Park Lodge. The lodge serves delicious home-style breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. That's right, every day. 3 generations of the Kelly family, along with their staff, always strive to provide Southern Illinois hospitality at its best. They all hope you feel the lodge is that reliable place to celebrate the best things in your life. Bring family and friends, eat well, and enjoy. They look forward to welcoming you soon. Visit them at GiantCityLodge.com. Longtime proud supporters of Saluki Athletics. Go Dawgs!
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Conveniently located in the heart of Southern Illinois lies Rend Lake Golf Resort, the region's only 27-hole public golf course. With 5 sets of tees, expansive greens, driving range, and on-site PGA instruction, Rend Lake Golf Resort is perfect for golfers of all skill levels. Looking for stay-and-play packages? Check out Rend Lake Golf Resort's on-site lodging, condos, and cabins. After your round, relax with friends and family and enjoy a meal on-site at Seasons Restaurant. To learn more, visit us at RendLakeGolfResort.com. Rend Lake Golf Resort, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
The passion.
He's going to take it to the house. Dinner's cooking. Touchdown.
The fury.
There was flames on that ball.
The speed.
35-40. There he goes. Down the sideline.
Western College football.
For the end zone. Got it for 6 points. You can unhitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the bars. Back to the end zone. 30, 20. Say goodnight to this one.
This is the College Football Blitz. Listen all season long on College Sports Now on the Varsity Network.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mid is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mid. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Romwood Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Romwood pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It's so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at RomwoodChevy.com and we'll send you home happy. And go Dogs!
Our new feature that we've done each week throughout the Saluki football season is a video podcast brought to you by your Saluki Radio crew. And earlier this week, we were able to catch up with Doug Phillips, the head coach of Youngstown State, talking to him about what makes Bo Brungard special.
The attention to detail. He lives here. You know, what's unique for me comes from my hometown. I grew up with his uncle. I coached his dad when he was here in 91. I was a GA. His dad won 2 national titles here as a quarterback. I know his grandma. So it's pretty unique knowing the family and then seeing Bo come around. I think I was at Cincinnati and I was following Bo as a sophomore in high school, taking our alma mater to the state championship and knew that there was something special in that young man. And, I was right. He's probably our first offer when I took the job. But Bo is one that just does everything right. There's not going to be a conditioning that he's not first in everything. Everything. I don't care if it's 100 degrees out and it's the last rep, Bo wins everything he does. You watch him in the weight room. I tell my strength coach, guys, I don't need to see 550 pounds on the back of my quarterback. I don't need to see him doing 350 for reps of 5 on the bench, you know. So in the weight room, he's the strongest kid. You go to the field, how he practices, you know, he'll finish almost kind of like a Jaleel McLaughlin in practice, where Jaleel finished every rep to his full speed. And then, you know, his dad's a pastor, you know, he's a Christian that, you know, he's not afraid, leads a Bible study, carries a Bible wherever he goes. If he's on a plane, that Bible's with him, regardless, we're on a bus. And he lives life like that. You know, we joke, he got engaged, you know, everyone said, oh, too young, but, you know, Bo, guess what? He's been dating someone for 5 years. That's, you know, that's Bo. You know, he's probably going to, you know, they're already planning the wedding probably 2 years from now, you know, but everything he does, and he lives here, you know, I mean, the detail. People say it's what you do. You know, you got to dominate on Monday through Friday. You got to dominate in your attention to detail. That's how you earn wins. And that's the one thing, if Bo does, he's here nonstop, and then he maintains a 4.0 GPA. So, you know, he's just one of those, you know, I say all-American kids that come from a great family that has legacy here at Youngstown. I mean, he's a hometown guy. He loves Youngstown State. And he don't care about stats. You know, Bo wants to win a football game, and he'll find a way anyway. Trust me, I was ready to throw him in kickoff. And I was ready. On that last punt return, you know, we had, I love Max, but trust me, I thought in the back of my head to put 12 back there. And we did that when he was a freshman. And guess what he did? He found a way to get 25 yards on a return. So, you know, he's just one of those guys that can do anything he sets his mind to.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back on the IBEW Nika pregame show, Paxton Guy with a scoreboard update. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
How do you earn a tradition of leadership? You put in the work with outstanding towing and hauling. Innovate with smart features like a mobile generator and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available feature. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your life? Sean Daly at Guild Mortgage has you covered. With hundreds of loan products, including specialized programs for first-time homebuyers, military families, and rural residents, we've got the perfect fit for you. Guild Mortgage. Own what matters. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company NMLS 3274. Sean Daly, NMLS 1536006. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel board and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
Situated in the flowing hills and grand terrain of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, a memorable golf experience awaits. It's Dalhousie Golf Club, voted the #1 golf experience in the state and the host to numerous golf championships each year. Dalhousie is a special place. A limited number of affordable national memberships are presently available. Contact Bill Morrow at 573-322-0818 to learn how you can become a national member of Dalhousie Golf Club. That's Bill Morrow, 573-322-0818.
Paxton Guy back on the IBEW NECA pregame show. It's SIU and Youngstown State. Elsewhere around the valley, one game's underway. Late in the first quarter in Terre Haute, Illinois State's jumped out to a 7-0 lead over Indiana State. Kicking at 1 o'clock, it's Murray State at Northern Iowa. Someone's going to win their first Valley game today. Both teams are 0-5 in the league. North Dakota State can wrap up the league with a win at North Dakota today. That won't be easy. Kicking off at 3 o'clock on ESPNU. It's South Dakota State at South Dakota. That might be a must-win for the Jackrabbits, who suddenly find themselves reeling of late. South Dakota, of course, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. SEC today, number 22, Mizzou. Big one at home against number 3, Texas A&M. Can the Tigers play spoiler? Top 25 matchup among top 25 clubs. Big one in the Big 12. Number 8, Texas Tech jumped out to a 13-0 lead over number 7, BYU. We're keeping our eyes on high school football playoffs. Round 2 this afternoon. In Class 2A, Johnson City's at Maroa Forsyth. That'll kick at 2. Also in 2A, DeCoin at Westville. In 4A, it's Carterville at Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin. That's a 1:30 kickoff. Also in 4A, it's Cahokia hosting Jacksonville. That'll kick at 2. When we return on the IBEW NECA pregame show, more of our pregame coverage of SIU and Youngstown State. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Found in the heart of Illinois' most scenic park sits historic Giant City State Park Lodge. The lodge serves delicious home-style breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. That's right, every day. 3 generations of the Kelly family, along with their staff, always strive to provide Southern Illinois hospitality at its best. They all hope you feel the lodge is that reliable place to celebrate the best things in your life. Bring family and friends, eat well, and enjoy. They look forward to welcoming you soon. Visit them at GiantCityLodge.com. Longtime proud supporters of Saluki Athletics. Go Dawgs!
People trust Extreme Internet, but they don't trust our prices. So it's time for a change. Our new Extreme Internet packages now include everything you need. Wi-Fi, security, unlimited data, and equipment. It's what you expect and deserve. So look, other companies will show you a lower price with lots of fine print. But we're keeping it real. No gimmicks, just great value. That's Extreme Internet.
As you cheer for the Salukis on the football field, Farm Credit Illinois supports farm families and cornfields and barns. Farm Credit blocks lender fees at closing, including land appraisal costs, and defends borrower members for the life of the loan with fee-free repricings as the market allows. Plus, Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage payments that further lower loan interest rates. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed. Go with Farm Credit Illinois for a victory on your next farm loan.
Burgers and dogs on the grill, back and forth action, overtime thrillers. Game days are back in Carbondale, and there's no better way to get to the game than behind the wheel of a new Ford from Vogler. Whether it's bringing everyone to the game in a new Explorer or hauling the grill to the tailgate in a new F-150, Vogler Ford's great selection has the vehicle that lets you do game day right. When you want to get a new Ford, you gotta get to Vogler.
Samron Midwest Contracting is the region's first choice for construction services. Since 2003, Samron has completed thousands of projects for various customers across the tri-state area. Whether it's a commercial project, an asphalt parking lot or driveway, or commercial or industrial concrete, Samron has you covered and offers flexible financing options. For more information, visit Samron.com. Samron Midwest Contracting, proud supporter of Saluki Athletics.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
There won't be a Inside Saluki Athletics this coming week due to basketball travel as we start to get over an overlap season. It's always fun when these sports start to cross over. But Ryan McVicker joined us earlier this week on Inside Saluki Athletics as Ryan told us what a fun year it's been just watching DJ and that quarterback room continue to develop.
Yeah, he's been awesome. We always joke around like I was the first person to kind of get around DJ, like meeting with him in the spring when he first came here. So DJ's my guy. We've been, through it all. So, but I think what makes him just unique is he's played a lot of football. He's played a bunch of football at Murray. He's now played a bunch of football here. And so you get integrated into kind of two different offenses and stuff like that. We're not naive to the fact we asked, a lot of DJ, and he's willing to do that. And I think it just proves that he's able to comprehend stuff at a high level and stuff that's on the fly and shoot, people might not know, but like there's plays in the game that he kind of just takes into his own hands, and that's part of what makes him special. And so I think the combination of that, but he's just, always willing to push the envelope as far as his mentality goes and picking up more, and Coach Hill and our offensive staff lean into that because he can do it.
Was that something that was clear the first time you got to meet with them, that it was in there, that this guy's got some really special skill, but not just skill, that's seen. It's more of the IQ side when you really get time in that film room.
Yeah, for sure. And he's always been good with that. And I think what's good with DJ is, especially like when you get into game planning and stuff like that, he does have a lot of ownership, and we give him that, but telling like, hey, I don't like this play, or hey, I'm a big fan of this play. And I think that, like you get with Coach Hill over the years, you kind of just know what he likes. And so tailoring that to him, and he's always, good about giving feedback, and he's just a high IQ guy, and we just got to keep pushing the envelope with him.
That was Ryan McVicker, and you can watch his full conversation on Inside Saluki Athletics. Just search SIU Salukis on YouTube. We'll take a timeout. When we return, we go in the Coordinator's Corner with defensive coordinator Lee Pronchinski. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
The Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois has the most highly trained team of orthopedic, spine, and podiatric surgeons, including interventional pain management. From sports medicine to neurosurgery, podiatry, and interventional pain, we are committed to providing the very best in diagnoses, treatments, physical and occupational therapy, and rehabilitation to local athletes. Visit OISIL.com or call 618-997-6800. OISI is the official orthopedic provider of Saluki Athletics.
People trust Extreme Internet, but they don't trust our prices. So it's time for a change. Our new Extreme Internet packages now include everything you need. Wi-Fi, security, unlimited data, and equipment. It's what you expect and deserve. So look, other companies will show you a lower price with lots of fine print. But we're keeping it real. No gimmicks, just great value. That's Extreme Internet.
Cheering on the Salukis? Make your stay a winning one at the newly renovated Holiday Inn Conference Center in Carbondale. Soon to be Holiday Inn Express. Just minutes from campus, you'll love the fresh new rooms, modern amenities, and welcoming atmosphere. The Holiday Inn Carbondale are proud partners of SIU Athletics and the preferred hotel for Saluki fans, families, and teams. Book your stay today at holidayinn.com/CarbondaleIL. Holiday Inn Carbondale. Stay smart, stay refreshed, stay relaxed.
Southern Illinois has a new place to party it up or wind down. Introducing Southpaw Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro. Now open from 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. daily. With 22,000 square feet and a full kitchen, they have everything you need to make the most of your lunch, dinner, or night out. Burgers, wings, and barbecue are their specialty. It's the all-new Southpaw Bar and Grill. Check them out on Facebook or find them at the corner of Route 127 and the Ava Blacktop. Southpaw Bar and Grill, the official Saluki Watch Party destination of Murfreesboro.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
As we head in the coordinator's corner with Lee Pronczynski, we start last week in Murray, Kentucky, where the defense made some huge plays, highlighted by C.J. Parsons' 2 interceptions.
It's fun. It's one of those rewarding moments probably as a coordinator, as a position coach, when you know the makeup of a guy that's maybe on the outside you can't always see and you really can't truly always measure, but the way C.J. prepares and his football IQ, it's extremely high. I would put it up against anyone on the team, his ability to dissect. And like the first interception, that basically kind of was all him, going not like completely rogue, but understanding football and matchups. They snuck their best wide receiver in the backfield, tried to isolate a linebacker in one-on-one coverage. CJ reads quarterback eyes and goes and drives and steals it. The second one gets thrown to him a little bit, but still got to be at the right place, right time, do a good job of pre-snap disguise, dissect the play. But it's just really cool, and a lot of us that have been in the program, and this is 2 years fully with CJ, and it's been fun to watch this almost like full circle moment for him to see just how mature he is.
I really hope, and I think in a way that our fans could have forgotten about this next individual that I'm going to ask about, but he only played virtually in one series in Valley play, and that's Andrew Boehm. Him, of course, has worked his tail off each and every week to get back in the shape, to get to this position to where he can play for you. Again, I feel like you have not had him at all Valley season. What have you missed with him that you believe he can really provide a big juice this week?
Yeah, obviously that's one of those, I think we touched on a couple weeks ago. You're never going to be at 100%. Whether it doesn't matter what league you play in, but especially this league and the style of play you go against each week. And there's been a couple weeks where we've been short guys in some crucial places, and it's one of those two. Like I was kind of honestly raised my eyebrows a little bit there, and I was like, dang, that was like the first drive of the first Missouri Valley play, because it's crazy to look up and think this is game 10, week 11, however you want to word it, and it kind of flies by on you. But yeah, I think the cool thing, and the reason it probably did feel that way when you asked that question, is because of like Beamer's just physical presence and the way he leads, even if he's not out there playing. Like, it hasn't really felt, obviously you can see it on tape and stuff when he's not out there because he's not out there, but like in unit meetings, he's in the front row taking a bunch of notes even when you knew he wasn't going to play. He's standing behind the plays talking to the other linebackers. He's on the sideline talking to the safeties. He's practice signaling. So it's just a lot. It says a lot about his maturity.
You look well rested this week. Bo Brungard, of course, has just been a tremendous talent. He's had an outstanding year. He was 2 yards short of 1,000 yards last year rushing, has over 105 more rushing attempts than the next closest guy on his team, and he's the quarterback. What challenge? I mean, you've seen good quarterbacks already this year that present a lot of challenges. What are kind of unique challenges with him?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, like, Bo's a phenomenal football player. I think he's a really good quarterback. I don't like when people talk about him and the first thing they talk about is like he's a running back that can throw really well. It's like that's not true. When you turn on the tape and you dissect and you see these vertical threat balls he's throwing between the hashes, he's throwing field 12-yard outs from the far hash to Tom Zach number 4. Like, those are big-time quarterback throws that there's probably counted on one hand the amount of quarterbacks in the Valley that are making those throws at a consistent level. And when you turn on the tape, Bo's one of those guys that's doing it. And I think obviously he's become really comfortable in their new scheme on offense. I think, the offensive coordinator does a phenomenal job. He's one of those guys that he's got, I think, 10 or so years of Power 4 coordinator experience underneath his belt. And so you can see those two kind of over the last couple of weeks starting to mesh together really well. And
when we return here on the IBEW Nika pregame show, it's time to sit down with the head ball coach, Nick Hill. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Situated in the flowing hills and grand terrain of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, a memorable golf experience awaits. It's Dalhousie Golf Club. For over 20 years, Dalhousie has set the standard for golf in Missouri and beyond. Historically voted as the #1 golf experience in the state, Dalhousie has served as a host in numerous golf championships. Dalhousie is a special place. A limited number of affordable local, national, and social memberships are presently available. Contact John Oliver at 573-979-2912 to learn how you can become a member of Dalhousie Golf Club.
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Tim Gould Farms in Henry County. He trusts Illinois Farm Bureau to have his back, and so can you.
Farm Bureau has a very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs. Between an off-the-farm job, the farm, and family, my life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel board and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Coach Hill, a guy that I feel like we haven't talked a lot about, and it's because he's been out, but man, the effort he's had to get back to full strength, Andrew Bain. Really a phenomenal story. He's looked like a maniac out there at practice this week, really good. Just can you describe the work he's put in to allow himself to be a guy that can be available for you here down the stretch?
Yeah, I think him and Ryan Schwindeman, both of them, out. But then just the strain to get back, and knowing that they're doing like everything possible from the training room with me. Everybody's done a great job with those guys to get them back to the point to be able to come back here in some important moments to play. So it'll be exciting to have them back out there.
What expectation do you think both of those guys can do to both sides of the ball? Because their both impact is felt way more than just the numbers that they produce.
Yeah, no, I think just having them back, practicing. I think, just talking about them individually, Andrew on the defensive side of the ball, I think was playing at an elite level, in the country. So not having those expectations, too, like coming back in game one, we need to be smart with them, getting them in the groove. He was kind of getting in the groove at practice, flying around. And then now offensively, I think Miles Marshall has done a great job for us. And now it'll allow us to play like 3 of those guys consistently of keeping them fresh. But Schwindeman, just gives us different element. I think if you would put on the film, like probably if they know he's coming back, they're watching like, hey, this guy's going to block you now. Like in our run game, he really is a difference maker. Expect AJ with the club, having to do some of that limits you a little bit. He's still doing a great job. And then we got to find ways to get Schwindeman going in the pass game because he has that threat.
Don't want to say he's undervalued, but Miles Marshall's played a lot of football for you. I think he was one of your Be a Man Award winners this past week. What makes him so deserving of that, and how much has he really just continued to improve throughout his time here?
Yeah, I mean, we could go on and on about Miles. He's been a pleasure to have in the program, really. He's probably one of the smartest guys in the room. What he does, he's going to go to law school. Cool story, my best friend's Jordan Campanella. He's worked for him a couple summers, got to know the family. He's been driven since he's been here, maybe more than anybody, like a plan coming out of high school. So that's reflective in his game, too, as far as developing. If he's going to do something, he's going to do it the right way. He's going to work hard. He's going to do everything you do. And it's been cool. Like I said, we got to keep the streak alive now. I mean, he's got three games in a row with catches, first down catches, explosive plays. We got to find him a way to get in the end zone. That's what I keep saying is like we kind of had one dialed up. I think everybody on the card, they did a good job covering it up at Murray. But I think that like the team gets excited even when he just gets that catch, And so those are the small things that I'm talking about, like with this team. Like when you watch our sidelines, that's a difference in teams right now. It's like, when the defense is on the field, we don't have a bunch of guys back on the iPad sitting on the bench. Like you watch some of these tapes that we're watching the film, and it's like you only see a few people in the clip. Everybody else is down there looking at these screens. It's like get them off that and like let's roll. And in ours, we've never even had to address that. DJ's calling out pass ball calls and engaged and like the same thing, or like the defensive players getting super excited when Miles catches the ball. Like there's something to that, and this team has that, and hopefully it carries us here down the stretch.
It all really intertwines together, but to win an important game in November, what are characteristics that you believe this team has that you need to have to win a game like this? Yeah, I mean, number one, these are the ones that you want to play in. Like every team in the country, whether top 10 team or right there, like you got to win your games in November, right? Solidify who you are, make a case for who you are, have momentum going into postseason play. And so we got all that right there in front of us. I think what you got to see in a team going on the road in November against a really good team is just a strain and a grittiness about them, right? Whatever the game brings you, there's got to be just a belief in every man that's out there playing with you that you're just going to strain and get it done. There's got to be a belief in the fourth quarter we're going to go win. A lot of these games are going to come down to the fourth quarter. And so we got to play that well coaches-wise too, whether that's playing the wind, having the win in the fourth quarter, your special teams in the fourth quarter, all of those things. So we've got to be dialed in, but we just got to have a grittiness about ourselves. Coach, appreciate the time. We'll catch up with you after the game.
I appreciate it.
Once again, that was head coach Nick Hill. Starting lineups are next. This is Saluki Football from Learfield.
We're out to be number one in the USA. That's the reason people say, Ward Chrysler Center, yeah, you can't do better than that.
I love SIU football, and I love discounting cars and trucks. At Ward Chrysler Center, we play to win. With our massive discounts, top trade-in values, and 0% financing, we make sure our customers win and win big.
Ward Chrysler Center, yeah, you can't do better than that.
If you don't come see me today, I can't save you any money.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Just high snap. Williams fakes to give to Robinson. Dumps it off to Quinn on a tight end screen. Stays on his feet 30. Up to the 20. Cuts out 15. To the 10. Makes another man miss and he tripped into the end zone before a touchdown.
Saluki Nation, this is head coach Nick Hill. It's time to introduce you to our starters, which are brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Here's your Saluki offense.
Aiden Quinn, tight end, senior, Nashville, Tennessee.
Blaine Halley, sophomore, offensive line, Atlanta, Illinois.
Cameron Dodd, O-line, senior, Milton, Georgia.
Derek Harden, offensive line, senior, Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Noah Fensky, offensive line, senior, New Hampton, Iowa.
Jacob Katauskas, offensive line, redshirt freshman, Lamont, Illinois.
DJ Williams, quarterback, senior, Harvey, Illinois.
Fabian McCray, wide receiver, senior, Chicago, Illinois.
Ryan Schwendeman, tight end, junior, O'Fallon, Missouri.
Vincent Davis III, wide receiver, senior, Miami, Florida.
Chandler Chapman, running back, junior, Slidell, Louisiana.
Just high snap. Ogle looking left. Goes for Carter. Picked off. Southern's got it. Staying on his feet near sideline right. Southern still going down with it. Saluki's continuing the run. C.J. Parson cuts back middle of the field, and then he's roped down at the 35-yard line.
This is Lee Pronjinski, defensive coordinator. It's time to introduce you to our defensive starters.
C.J. Parson, a.k.a. Woody, safety, senior from Memphis, Tennessee.
Andrew Boehm, linebacker, senior from Appleton, Wisconsin.
Colin Bohannick, linebacker, senior, Oakland, Illinois.
Chris Presto, linebacker, junior, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
Caden Reeves, defensive line, senior, Baser, Kansas.
Donnie Wingate, edge, senior, from Choctaw, Oklahoma.
Peyton Reeves, defensive line, senior, Baser, Kansas.
Jake Perella, defensive line, 5th year, Cleveland, Ohio.
Jeremiah McClendon, cornerback, senior, Dairy Beach, Florida.
Gavin Shepard, cornerback, redshirt freshman, Miami Gardens, Florida.
Vinny Pierre Jr., safety, junior, Belgrade, Florida.
Algren with the snap. It's clean. Oh, it's high. Clark got it down. Kick's got plenty of leg, and Paul Palin made it. Split the uprights. It was a really bad snap, but give credit to Jace Clark. He gets the hold down. Palin gets that kick up and through.
This is Nathan Frame, Special Teams Coordinator. It is time to introduce you to our Special Teams starters.
Jace Clark, long snapper, holder, sophomore, Fort Dodge, Iowa.
Ryan Algram, long snapper, sophomore from Melbourne, Illinois.
Paul Phelan, kicker, punter, senior, Utrecht, Netherlands.
Tay Mario Jr., I'm a wide receiver and a returner. I'm a senior, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Those were the starting lineups. This afternoon's game here at the Ice Castle in Youngstown, Ohio. We'll take a timeout. When we return, it's time for kickoff for this very important game between the Gwins and the Dawgs. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
As you cheer for the Salukis on the football field, Farm Credit Illinois supports farm families and cornfields and barns. Farm Credit blocks lender fees at closing, including land appraisal costs, and defends borrower members for the life of the loan with fee-free repricings as the market allows. Plus, Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage payments that further lower loan interest rates. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed. Go with Farm Credit Illinois for a victory on your next farm loan.
At SIH, our commitment to care goes beyond the walls of our clinics and hospitals. We provide access to highly trained, patient-focused care providers. We invest in advanced, state-of-the-art medical services and technologies. And we strive to make a meaningful impact on all of the communities we serve. Our commitment is summed up in those words we all need to hear from time to time.
You're going to be okay.
At SIH, we're committed to you.
Turn it up. It's game time on the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield.
Over shoulder grab, and he's gone. Waving goodbye. Speeds his way. Middle of the field. And across the white goal line. Three-step drop. Looking right all the way. Comes back. What did he sack? Pulled up in the backfield. Trying to go middle of the field. Taking a home run shot. Man is there. Picked off. Denny Pierre. And SIU's got it. There's the turnover. Quick
Throw far side. Davis has it on his shoulder, stays on his feet. 50, he could go. Middle of the field, 40. Between the hashes, 30. At the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Touchdown! Pressured out. Here's sideline. Trying to air it out. He will. Lobs to the end zone. Man is there. Out of bounds. No penalty flags. And the comeback is complete!
Saluki football is brought to you by Rend Lake Golf Course. From fairways to fan days, Rend Lake Golf Resort supports Saluki athletics. And by Shelter Insurance for auto, home, and life coverage that goes the distance. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Kickoff is just moments away. Now, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
Today's Field and Weather Report is brought to you by the corn farmers of Jackson County, Illinois. Jackson County boasts more than 750 farms, growing almost 7.5 million bushels of corn. Family farmers in Jackson County use that corn to solve some of our biggest challenges. Learn more at www.watchusgrow.org/corn. The Penguins have taken the field here in Youngstown, Ohio, and to be quite honest, for a November day to be 51 degrees and cloudy, wind right about 5 miles per hour. It's an all-turf field here in Youngstown, Ohio. Coach Moore, I don't think we could have asked for a better day here in November, especially being on November 8th here in Youngstown.
Wow, spot on. I've spent a few lot worse days here on the old Penguin Field or Stombaugh Stadium, whatever it's called. But, yeah, got a break with the weather. It's actually a really, really nice Youngstown, Ohio day today.
It is a beautiful day. Our coin toss is about to take place. Here's David Hergert, our Whitecap today.
All right, gentlemen, coin here. Valley logo is heads. FCS is tails. Heads, tails. Southern Illinois is the visiting team. What's your call? Tails is the call. It is heads. You've won the toss. Youngstown State is won and elected to defer. You'll take the ball, you receive. Which direction would you like to kick? So put your backs to the end zone. Southern Illinois will begin the game receiving. Shake hands, bring out your players. Good luck today.
You should have kicked that coin. You know, right
should have looked at it first. Looked at it first and then flipped it.
Okay, so the Salukis will get the football first to start this game. So let's go ahead and get to our Ron Ward Chevy keys to the game. First to you, Coach Poor, down there on that turf field. Key for the Dawgs to get a win, which would be a massive one here on the road.
I think it's continue to steal possessions and then capitalize on those stolen possessions with scores. We have to score points today. And then the other thing I think is going to be a big key is just our responses. Good or bad to whatever happens during the course of the game, we have to have really good, impactful responses to what's going on in the game today.
Mike, for you.
For me, it's keeping the ball out of the hands of Bo Brungard. What a phenomenal quarterback he's been this year. He is not solely responsible for their success, but they depend on him. Probably 70 to 80% of their offense is built around Brungard. So for the Salukis, I think it's imperative that they control the football and end those drives with touchdowns. Field goals help, but touchdowns win games, and I think Youngstown gives up about 30 points a game. I think the Salukis, and we've talked about it all week, 35 seems to be the magic number for the Dawgs.
Those were the Ron Ward Chevy keys to the game. Ron Ward Chevy will send you home happy. It is a overcast, but sun trying to peek through those clouds above us. But it's mostly a great day here at Stombaugh Stadium. They got that penguin stitched right into the turf. Youngstown State red tops, black pants with that oversized penguin on the left and right side of those red helmets. Salukis in their white jersey tops and maroon pants. Listowka will be the kickoff man. He rushes up with his right leg in those black pants, and the end-over-end kick will go in that fire truck red end zone. Hits off to the left of that white P outlined in black, spelling out Penguins. And the Salukis will come out and start at their own 25-yard line. It will be first down and 10 for DJ Williams. 28 total touchdowns this year for DJ, the senior out of Harvey, Illinois.
running the football going to be a key. The Salukis have to establish a ground
Offside,
game.
kicking team, number 28. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the inbound spot. First down.
You almost have
Southern
to be
Illinois.
grossly offsides anymore for them to call that one. So Salukis get it at the 30 instead of the 25. But when Southern gets 200 yards on the ground, they win football games.
First down and 10 for SIU at the Youngstown, at their own 30-yard line here in Youngstown, Ohio, as DJ Williams with that bright white helmet with Saluki script in maroon awaits the snap, chest high. Play action, looking downfield, going for Jay Jones. He's there and open. He's got it, chest high, rushing far left hash and down to the 10. What a start to the game. Jay Jones made the grab, middle of the field, right at that far left hash, and it's first and goal to go, or first and 10 to go at the 11-yard line for SIU.
How about a 59-yard pass play on play number 1 of this ball game?
Salukis huddle up, 30 seconds in, and already on the first play of the game, Southern Illinois goes 58 yards.
They brought it back a yard.
Ball spotted far left hash. They're going to spot the 12-yard line, first down and 10. Jones lone receiver, near side right. Salukis moving left to right. Man in motion's McCray. Helmet high snap. Going left. Robinson wide open. Helmet high grab. Touchdown. Went right in to the fire truck red end zone. Made the grab helmet high. And the Salukis quickly with 14:09 to go in the first quarter. It is 6-0
Officials timeout
Salukis.
for an injured defensive player.
It's an injured Penguin on the far side, but man, Mike Trude, what a start. Eddie Robinson with that touchdown reception. It's his first touchdown reception in his career and as a Saluki.
And I love the fact that DJ didn't waste any time. As soon as he saw him break to that sideline, he got the ball to him. All he had to do was break one tackle on the play.
Yeah, and a really great call and read and throw on the post route to start us off to get us down there.
Trying to see who the Penguin was that's hurt. Didn't get a great look at the number. And I think I don't think it's Cameron Cunningham, but we'll see who it was. Here comes the PAT from Paul Halen. 110 of 114 in his career as a Netherlands native here at the north end of Stambaugh Stadium. Delivers that right-legged kick. Wide it right up and through the white goalpost, and not even a minute in, 51 seconds in, it is 7-0 SIU in this huge, important road game against Youngstown State.
Did I say they had to run the ball?
You did, but you know what? That's okay.
Well, you were thinking just like Youngstown State, because on that post route, it was a little play action. Both safeties come humming up into the box, and Jay, man, great post route. I mean, he had him by 3 steps and delivered the ball by DJ, and just a great starter first play, man.
At SIU Credit Union, we are people who care about you, your family, and your goals. We want dealing with SIU Credit Union to feel like you're coming home. Visit us at one of our locations or online at siucu.org. Salukis will deliver this boot. It will be Paul Halen who will do the kickoff duties. Back deep to return is the man they call Flash, Kai Flash Wilson. He stands in that red end zone at the north end. It will be from the south to north end here in Youngstown, which is left to right. 7-0 SIU, 14:09 on the clock. Halen with those long maroon sleeves underneath that white uniform will rush up in that bright white helmet, delivers the kick. It is short. Wilson rushes over, fields it middle of the field 5, middle of the field 10. Cuts out far right, has 15 near the 20, and that's where he's met a pushback. Alex Broshears was the last Saluki there to push him down. I think Stephen Green was the first one in there. And it's going to be first down and 10 for SIU, or for Youngstown State at the SIU 20-yard line.
Halen got that kick extra high in the air and just about a 17-yard return on the play.
Jake Perella, he is a Cleveland native, so a homecoming for him of sorts. He'll start on one of the DN spots as well as Donnie Wingate. Bo Brungard will be in the pistol, sends his tight end in motion right to left in Austin Bray. Tailback Gilbert now lines up to the far right hip. Give to Gilbert, coming near side left on a tackle for loss. Caden Reeves comes in and gets the TFL. That's going to be his 2.5 tackles and a loss on the year for Caden Reeves. He had his first full tackle for loss last week at Murray. 13:48 on the clock. It's 7-0 SIU. Second down and 12. Ball spotted middle of the field. Bo Brungard with Gilbert to his near left hip. A receiver to each side. 7-0 Salukis. 13:35 and ticking. First quarter. Brungard in that bright white. Numbers on that red jersey will give to Gilbert going right. He's got room 20 near the 25. Got sideline right. He's going 40. Past near the midfield stripe. That's where he's shoved out. And now a late penalty flag comes in. And we'll see what they will call.
Really an odd spot to throw that flag.
I almost think, Mike, they're going to get Southern on an unsportsmanlike.
Personal foul, blindside block, defense, number 49. 15 yards added to the end of the run. Automatic, first down.
Can't be 49.
There is no 49.
Well, Max Breimer is not on the field.
Right.
So I think they meant Beam. I think they meant Bame, Andrew Bame. His numbers rolled up, and it looks like a 9. But now it's first down.
Correction, 46 was the foul.
46, excuse me. So Andrew Beam got that foul. Man in motion is Gilbert from the far side right into the backfield with Bo Brungard to his near left hip. First down and 10, Youngstown State, 7-0 SIU. Brungard, play action, looking near side left, pushed out to his right. Now middle of field, Donnie Wingate chasing. He's still running far 30. Jeremiah McClendon pursuing him, but he goes out of bounds for a first down. Got to the 25-yard line, and that's where Bo Brungard showing his rushing ability, Coach Poore.
Yeah, and caught a break there, had a wide receiver wide open in the middle of the field in the end zone, but that's what Brungard does, man. You got to defend it all.
7-0 SIU. They scored in 2 plays. Right now, Youngstown State moving the football. 3 plays, 56 yards on their opening drive. Man of the far right hip is Ethan Wright. Bo Brungard back to pass, hip high snap, looking. Pereira pressures, hits his man middle of the field. It's Flash Wilson, dove up ahead near the 15-yard line. They're going to give him the 15. He needs the 14. It's a gain of 9. Second down and 1. Shug Walker comes in the substitute for Andrew Bain.
You're seeing the versatility of their offense. Hit you with Brungard speed, hit you with jet sweep, they hit you with the dump down to the running back.
Wright still in the game at tailback. 2 receivers to each side. Bo Brungard in the gun. They are in the red zone. 36 of 40 this year on scoring opportunities. 7-0 SIU with the lead. 3 minutes gone by first quarter. Brungard, far right hash, knee-high snap, pitches it far side right, trying to get upfield near the 20. He got tackled just short of that, but then now he's still pushing far sideline right. They're going to rule him down as forward progress past the first down sticks. He needed just the 14-yard line, but they're going to give him the 12. It's going to be a gain of 3. First down and 10 for Youngstown State. They could still pick up a fresh set of downs inside the 5-yard line. Far right hash, Youngstown State now at the north end of Stanball Stadium, or should say the south end of Stanball Stadium. Flash Wilson motions out of the backfield. It's now 2 receivers left, 3 receivers bunched to the far numbers right. 7-0 SIU. Brungard, helmet high snap, looking left, middle of the field, has his man Flash Wilson, goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Flash Wilson caught it right at the 2, split about 3 white jerseys, and with 11:09 to go, Bo Brungard with that passing touchdown. It will be his 15th passing touchdown of the season. For Flash Wilson, it'll be his 4th touchdown reception. And with 11:09 on the clock, it's 7-6 SIU pinning this PAT.
Great pattern right behind CJ, right in front of Gavin Shepard, and Brungard put it on the numbers.
Andrew Listofka hit a game-winning field goal earlier this year against Townsend. 118 of 120 in his career. It's a low snap, but he's able to get that PAT up and through, and he's a perfect 35 for 35 this year. Let's see if we are going to reach our first media timeout.
Media timeout.
And we will. Nikki Rischel, Southern Illinois Realty Experts, is the official realtor of Saluki Athletics. Visit Nikki today in Carbondale or contact her at 618-713-5353 to find your forever home. We told you there may be some offense today. Right now it's a tie game at 7. 11:09 to go in the first quarter. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ULLICOselect.com.
Kohl's Black Friday dropped early, and you might want to stretch before shopping, because with up to 50% off beauty faves, cozy coats, home finds, and more, you'll be lunging for deals, loading your cart, and moving muscles you forgot you had. All while earning $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Shop Kohl's early Black Friday deals now. Just try not to pull anything. Select styles, offers end November 9th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Saluki Athletics, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Contact Bob Barr today at 618-457-2113. Sun starting to peek through those clouds here in Youngstown, Ohio. Tie game at 7. Both teams have scored on their opening drive. Southern will get another crack with Vincent Davis standing back in that sun-painted red end zone. It'll be from the north end to the south end, right to left. As the boot from Josh Wilkins will be fair caught by Vincent Davis at the 5-yard line. And Southern will have first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 11:09 stopped on that clock. Bo Brungar was a perfect 2 for 2, 21 yards and a score. That scoring drive for them ended with that 12-yard touchdown to Flash Wilson. Southern, man, 2 quick plays, a 58-yard pass to Jay Jones, and then Eddie Robinson on that check down was able to score on the reception for 12 yards.
Youngstown, 6-play, 80 yards on their drive, 2:54 off the clock.
Chandler Chapman will be in at tailback, far left hip, 2 receivers to the left. Jay Jones, lone receiver near right. DJ Williams, that white jersey glowing right now in that sun. Jay Jones motions from near right to far left, design quarterback run. Williams comes near side, got near the 30-yard line. They're going to say the 29. Be a gain of 4, second down and 6. DJ Williams was 10 yards short of 100 yards last week. They go quickly in tempo. 2 receivers left, 1 near right and Jay Jones. Chapman near right hip in those maroon pants, hands on knees. Chest high Chap. Williams looking middle of the field, still with time. Going again for Jay Jones. He's wide open again, and he drops it. He outstretched his hands. It was right at his fingertips, and he could have scored if he would have held it on. 10:42 stopped on the clock. It's a tie game at 7.
That's one of those where the fingertips caught the inside and not the outside of the ball. Would have been a really phenomenal catch.
Near right hash, it's 3rd down and 6 for SIU. It's their first 3rd down conversion of the game. Salukis of the year convert on 49% of them. That's second best in the Valley, 7th in the country. Jackson Parker, receiver near side. Williams pressure, middle of the field. Hits Vincent Davis near the first down sticks, but he's short. He needed to get to the 35-yard line. They're only going to spot him at the 32. And Salukis are going to have to punt on their second drive. Paul Halen will come out to deliver the boots.
Pressure caused that play to develop quicker than the Salukis wanted to, and DJ had to get rid of the ball.
Halen stands back at his own 15-yard line. Again, the ball spotted currently at the 32-yard line of SIU. Their own 32 from the near right hash. Back to return is Max Tomczak. Chest high snap. Halen's boot. High, spiraling punt. Tomczak backpedaling near the 12. He fumbled it. It's loose, and Southern's got it. Chris Presto jumped on it right below the near numbers. Penalty flag on the near sideline will be a sideline warning on Southern, but it will be Saluki football as Tomczak bobbled it right at his chest. Couldn't fall, and give credit to Jeremiah McClendon. Basically blocked him out like he's a basketball player going for a board. Ball was spun out, and Presto jumped on the ball.
I hate to say it, but the sun may have been a factor on that. It's rarely out here, and Tomczak had to look right into the sun.
The field was that the ball was touched by the receiving team and recovered by the kicking team. First down, Southern Illinois. Sideline warning. Southern Illinois sideline. There's no yardage penalty for the first infraction.
So Salukis get the football back-to-back weeks where the Salukis have had a sideline warning. They'll now be first down and 10 in the red zone this year in Valley play. Youngstown State, they have allowed teams to score on all 19 trips. 17 of those trips have been touchdowns. DJ Williams with Eddie Robinson to his near right hip. Jones, lone receiver right. Fabian McCray, lone receiver left. Both tight ends stacked to the left. Williams carries near side, cuts back on that hash on the near right side. Got past the 15-yard line, down near the 13-yard line. Be a gain of 4. Second down at 6 for SIU.
That was just the 5th fumble this year by Youngstown. They had recovered all but 1, so now all but 2.
7th turnover on the season for Youngstown State. Salukis haven't scored a touchdown off a team's turnover in Valley play yet this year. 3 receivers left. Now Eddie Robinson motions out of the backfield, near side rights. Tie game at 7, 9:20 on the clock. Chest high snap, Williams end zone shot. Schwindeman was there, looked like he was held momentarily. They're going to say it's incomplete. On the coverage was Dathan Hickey for Youngstown State. It'll now be 3rd down for SIU.
As soon as DJ let that pass go, he was already motioning for a flag to be thrown, so he saw something that the officials obviously did not in his eyes.
Yeah, kind of an early good matchup there, big body on Hodge. And I do think he hooked him right there at the goal line.
Jones and McCray out to the left. Quinn and Schwindeman near right. LaShawn Lester in at tailback to the near right hip. Williams will be in that gun. 9:17 stopped on the clock. Tie game at 7. Lester motions out left. Helmet high snap. Penalty flags fly. Going to be a full start on Southern. Looked like it may have been Katauskas, number 74.
False start. Offense. Number 67. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Blaine Halley is the one who has the full start. So it was 3rd down and 6. And now move it back 5. And it's 3rd and 11 back at the 18-yard line of Youngstown State.
Blaine was pulling on that play, and he just got off a little too quick before the ball was snapped.
Salukis need to get to the plus 7-yard line in the Youngstown State red zone. 2 receivers left, 2 near right. LaShawn Lester to the near right hip of DJ Williams in those maroon pants, white jersey top. Williams awaiting the snap here on this cloudy day. McCray motions near side right to far side left. Williams awaits the snap, claps his hands, shoulder high, looking left, coming back middle. Now looking near right, goes sideline right, hits Fabian McCray, but he dropped the ball. He would have been well short. He would have had to keep running. But now Southern will have to settle for a field goal try after that muffed punt by Youngstown State. 9:10 on the clock as Paul Halen will come out to attempt roughly a 36-yard field goal from the near right hash.
Well, you want points here, but you had it handed to you at the 16-yard line, and now you've literally gone back 2 yards.
Really got to capitalize on that muff.
Ryan Algren will snap. Jace Clark will hold. As Paul Halen awaits the kick. Snap is clean. Placement is down, and the kick from Paul Halen has plenty of leg. It is up and through. Paul Halen makes his 8th field goal of the year. He's now 8 of 9 this year. 35
timeout
made field goals in his career and gives Southern the lead. But yet you feel like that's a win for Youngstown State after that muff punt. 10-7 lead for SIU. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
As you cheer for the Salukis on the football field, Farm Credit Illinois supports farm families and cornfields and barns. Farm Credit blocks lender fees at closing, including land appraisal costs, and defends borrower members for the life of the loan with fee-free repricings as the market allows. Plus, Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage payments that further lower loan interest rates. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed. Go with Farm Credit Illinois for a victory on your next farm loan.
At SIH, our commitment to care goes beyond the walls of our clinics and hospitals. We provide access to highly trained, patient-focused care providers. We invest in advanced, state-of-the-art medical services and technologies, and we strive to make a meaningful impact on all of the communities we serve. Our commitment is summed up in those words we all need to hear from time to time.
You're gonna be okay.
At SIH, we're committed to you.
The SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. For generations, alumni have carried a legacy of connecting, celebrating, and giving back. Every event, every program, even shopping the Saluki market, fuels scholarships and supports today's students. Don't just watch the tradition, live it. Update your contact info at siualumni.com and connect with us. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
We are back with Saluki football, having the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage, 10-7, with 9:04 to go, first quarter. Farm Credit Illinois, supporting rural communities and farm families with reliable and consistent credit, crop insurance expertise, and rural first lending for country living. Farm Credit Illinois, helping farm families succeed. Salukis get the 36-yard field goal by Paul Phelan. He remains perfect from that distance this year, 5 of 5. He'll be out to kick this one off. Flash Wilson will stay in deep in that red end zone as that sun now goes right back behind those clouds. It's back to being a cloudy, overcast day with the lights taking effect. Here's the boot. Will be calling for the fair catch far side. And that fair catch will be made by Gilbert. And it'll be, or Wright, excuse me. It'll be first down and 10 for Youngstown State. Rend Lake Golf Resort, official partner of Saluki Athletics, and your next golf getaway with cabins, condos, and 27 beautiful holes. It's Southern Illinois' favorite place to play. With Coach Pat Poore down on the field alongside Mike True. Paxton Guy back in our network studios. I am Luke Martin. Bo Brungard gets another crack at it. Second time touching the football today. Youngstown State fumbled on the previous punt to allow Southern to get a retrieval. There's Brungard, perfect 2 for 2 through the air with a passing touchdown. Brungard gives to his tailback, Gilbert, goes out right. Vinny Pierre right at his grill, and he able to come up with that open field tackle. Still a nice gain. Got to the 32-yard line. Be a gain of 8, second down and 2. They're going tempo. 2 receivers right, 2 near left. Tom Zach, the furthest receiver, out near left. Brungard in the gun. Chest high snap, quick throw near side, hits Flash Wilson. Going to be corralled by 3 Saluki jerseys. They're trying to strip that ball from him. He's holding on to it. Got to the 39. It will be a gain of 7. First down and 10 for Youngstown State at their own 39. Going tempo again. 2 receivers each side. Gilbert to the near left hip of Brungard. Low snap at his ankles. Look to run. Now he's going to try to go outside. Still looking downfield. Tons of room to the 50. Now the opposite 40. Back towards the middle of the field and cutting on that far right hash. Parsons says he's got the football. Brungard rips it right back away from him. They're going tempo again. First down, Youngstown State. 3 receivers, bunch to the right. Tom Zach, lone receiver, near side left. 10-7 lead, SIU. Brungard, ready to roll. Hands extended in front of him with that red jersey. Knee-high snap, looking to run. Goes near left and plows right into Chris Presto. But he gets the gain down to the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, second down and 7.
Wow, that was a quick 3 plays.
Yeah, they're really attacking our edges defensively. Both those long plays were on the edge real quick.
Brungard barking out the signals in that huddle. They break the huddle. Is right now back into the game at tailback to the far right hip. 2 receivers each side. Ball spotted far right hash. 10-7 lead for SIU. 7:15 to go, first quarter. Knee-high snap. Brungard fakes the pitch right to right. Now middle of the field, going to the end zone. Man is there. Open. Tom Zach, he overthrew him. Right above the eye and in. And Penguin spelled in right in that red end zone. And he falls incomplete. 7:05 stopped on the clock. It's third down and 7. And this will be the first third down for Youngstown State on their second offensive drive.
That was a great play-action play. Really froze our safety. And then Tom Zach got behind Gavin Shepard, just missed him.
Florima and Tronzo out. Perella and Wingate are in on that defensive line, along with Chazé and Amir Dwight. Right, the near tailback to the near left hip. 2 receivers each side. Tom Zach close to the line on the near left. Ball spotted right middle. 7:05 to go, first quarter. 10-7 lead, and now a timeout will be burned by Coach Doug Phillips in Youngstown
Delay
State.
of game.
Oh, delay. Oh. Wait.
Prior to the delay of game, timeout.
No,
Youngstown State,
give the delay of
their
game.
first of the half. This will be a full media timeout.
Man, come on now. You said delay a game first. 100 means a lot of different things to different people. At Vogler Fords, it means 100 years of service, helping Southern Illinois drivers get the best deal on their next new Ford. For a great selection and fast and friendly service, you've got to get to Vogler. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Burgers and dogs on the grill, back and forth action, overtime thrillers. Game days are back in Carbondale, and there's no better way to get to the game than behind the wheel of a new Ford from Vogler. Whether it's bringing everyone to the game in a new Explorer or hauling the grill to the tailgate in a new F-150, Vogler Ford's great selection has the vehicle that lets you do game day right. When you want to get a new Ford, you gotta get to Vogler.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie classification. We are a Research One university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Salukis unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
The Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois is the official orthopedic provider for Saluki Athletics to get back in the game. Trust the Sports Medicine Center at the Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois. Third down for Youngstown State. It's their first third down of the game. Third down and 7. 7:05 to go first quarter. 10-7 lead for SIU. 3 receivers out to the left, 2 to the near right. Nearest receiver in that slot is Mena. Brungard, it's an empty set now. Flash Wilson motions out of the backfield to the far right. Brungard will now walk up, takes one hard step, now back. He's still in the gun. Play clock down to 15. Third down and 7. Brungard sends Wilson in motion. Now stacked to the far right. Chest high snap. Looking left with time. Taking a shot. Going to the end zone. Tomczak is there. Shepard on the coverage. It's overthrown and incomplete. Now it's 4th down and 7. There are no penalty flags. And let's see what they try to do here. They're bringing out Kilpatrick. He's the holder, but Listowka's the kicker, and they're going to try a field goal. He'll have the wind at his back. It's going to be roughly 49 yards.
5 for 6 this year, in between 40 and 50 yards.
This will be a 49-yard field goal. He's 10 of 14 in his career from this distance. He's a career 80% field goal kicker. Remarkable. Had a game winner earlier this year against Townsend. Ball spot, far right hash. 10-7 lead SIU. The snap is clean. Kick is on the way. Plenty of leg. Listowka's kick is wide left. He missed it. And the Salukis take over with 6:53 to go in the first quarter. It's a 10-7 lead for SIU.
Big stop defensively on the 3rd and long. He had his man open again. That's 2 passes in the end zone that Brungard has overthrown his receiver.
Yeah, and that whole thing was set up a little contrary to what we were talking about in the break, what they were going to do. They were truly trying to get the matchup with who they wanted on Tomczak. And like I said, you got to make Brungard throw from that pocket and be accurate.
6:53 to go first quarter, 10-7 lead as SIU trying to snap an 8-game losing skid against ranked competition. 2 receivers each side. Quinn goes from the left into the backfield with Williams. Eddie Robinson does not get the give. They come near side McCray. He's got it, twirling his way 35, and then went down to a knee at the 34-yard line. Short gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. 10-7 lead for the Saluki. 6:40 and ticking first quarter.
Just a real quick pass, and they hope Fabo can break a tackle. Didn't do it. 2nd and 6.
Davis, Jones, McCray lined up to the left. No receivers near side right. Eddie Robinson lone tail back to the near right hip. McCray motions from left to near right. Williams awaits the snap. Hip high. Looking left, coming back middle, has Aiden Quinn. He catches with that cast on his arm. He got hit right at the sticks at the 41-yard line. That's what he needed. Will they move the downs? They will. It'll be a gain of 6, 1st down and 10 for SIU. Just over 6 minutes to go first quarter. 10-7 lead, Salukis.
The good thing is the ground can't cause the fumble. and the tackle was low enough where if he hits the ground and falls out, still going to be Saluki ball.
Robinson will be lined up in the slot on the near right side. One receiver left in Jay Jones. Two receivers near side right in Davis and McCray. Helmet high snap, give to Robinson, rushing left, sideline left, bulldozes one man to the 45-yard line, got near the 46. DJ Harris was the corner that came up right at Robinson, but Robinson's done a good job recently, Coach Poor, of embracing that contact and running through.
Yeah, he had a couple of good blocks on the edge and then just went one-on-one with the corner, and he did. He brought some heat to that dude.
Huddle breaks. There's Noah Finsky will grip that pigskin right near that yellow feet of the Penguin at midfield. DJ Williams in the gun. He's got Chapman to his near right hip. Man in motion is Davis. They fake to give to Davis. Williams will run off to his left, spinning at the 50. He needs the plus 49. He'll be a yard short of that. Will be 3rd down and 1. Clock right at 5 minutes to go, first quarter. 10-7 lead SIU.
Paying a lot of attention to DJ. That's why you're seeing those post routes, those safeties. I'm telling you guys, they are down there low in the box.
As that horn goes off at the south end of the stadium, you can see the smoke coming from that horn every time it sounds. 3rd down and 1 for SIU. Salukis today 0 for 2 on 3rd down. It's 3rd down and short. 4:32 and ticking first quarter, 10-7 SIU lead. Williams the throw, left side wide open, Schwindeman got it, running 20, sideline left 10, near the 2, and he's down at the goal line, and he's in! Touchdown! Touchdown Ryan Schwindeman with 4:21 to go. Schwendy and the Dawgs with a 51-yard touchdown strike, make it 16-7, pinning the PAT with 4:21 to go. Here in the first quarter, it is Schwendy's 2nd touchdown reception this season.
And when he can get one-on-one coverage with a little bit of a head of steam, he's that much more effective, and he took care of DJ Harris, the defensive back, and ran right by him.
After quick replay review,
he's down at the
field,
1.
Or the ruling is the player was down at the 1-yard line. First down, Southern Illinois.
So we 1st and goal to go at the 1. So they got to bring the offense out, and his knee did hit, and he's short.
Good call.
Yep. So it'll be 1st and goal to go at the 1. Saluki's got to get their offense back out.
Well, they got to give him time, too.
Yes. Or are we going to go back to a further review? We're still waiting for SIU's offense to come on the field.
With that quick change, I think Nick wanted a full 40 seconds on the play clock instead of 25.
As they bring the field goal net down to protect that scoreboard. So it'll be 1st and goal to go at the 1. Saluki's back in the red zone, and now Youngstown State's got to do some subs. Lim Wash will be in at tailback. He's to the near right hip. Heavy package on that line. 3 tight ends in the game. Marshall, Schwindeman, and Quinn. Williams sends Schwindeman in motion from left to near right. Williams awaits the snap. Knee high. He'll rush his near right side. He's into that red end zone and a rushing touchdown for DJ Williams. DJ Williams with his 16th rushing touchdown of the season. And he's now got 30 touchdowns of his own this year. And it's 16-7 SIU with the lead, pinning the PAT, 4:10 to go, first quarter.
6 plays, 69 yards on the touchdown drive. Of course, the big pass to Schwendy down to the 1 from the 50.
Clark will be the placeholder. Algrim will snap at the north end of Stanball Stadium. Snap clean, placement down, Halens. Kick is up and through. 17-7 lead for SIU with 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. 6 plays, 69-yard drives, and that was set up for Schwendy. Man, what a big-time reception, Coach Moore. You talked about it. Schwendy is just such a talent. You can use him out there on the field side, and that's exactly what he was, wide open.
Yeah, he was lined up out there in the slot, had a good matchup in terms of body type, and his skill set, he runs really well. And like I said, they were loading up in the box. It was man coverage, and great route, great throw, great play, right at the right time. It was there. We took advantage of it, and like I said, we got to just keep executing, keep playing clean like that. We'll have a day.
Saluki fans, the Saluki Watch Party Network is back and bigger than ever with locations in Carbondale and Marion, and now including DeCoin and Murfreesboro. Visit SIUSalukis.com/Saluki Watch Party Network to find your Saluki home when the Dogs are on the road. with Mike Trude. Coach Pat Poor down on the field. Paxton Guy back in our network studio. 17-7 lead for SIU. And what's deemed a playoff game for both teams. And the Salukis with an early lead. Paul Halen rush up with those white leggings underneath those maroon pants. Right-legged kick hanging in the air. Flash right, or Flash Wilson will catch at the 1, coming near side hash. Tripped over his own man and then stumbled his way in the Shug Walker and Alex Broshiers on the tackle. Thankfully, he got tripped by his own man, or he could have had much more of a head of steam coming on the near side. But first down and 10 for Youngstown State as they trail by 10. 4:04 to go first quarter. Bo Brungard, only 2 incompletions, but both of them were guys in the end zone. Could have been for a touchdown. Ethan Wright will be lined up to the far right hip of Bo Brungard. Both tight ends lined up to each side of the line of scrimmage. Chest high snap, Brungard flips his shoulders, comes middle of the field, hits Ethan Wright. Shug Walker right on his hip, comes up with that knee-high tackle down to the 27-yard line. Be a gain of 4, second down and 6.
Just nice, safe play over the middle. Good coverage by Shug, though, making the tackle.
Tom Zach, lone receiver out to the left. The tight end, McDonald, off to the left. One receiver to the right. Knee-high snap, give the right, rushing left, trying to get outside. Jeremiah McClendon with the open field tackle. Delivered the boom right at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 1, 3:25 and ticking. It's 17-7, SIU with the lead. And now another crucial third down here for Youngstown State. It's third down and 5 at their own 27. Ball spot near left hash. A receiver to each side. Tom Zach tight to the line near left. Brungard will send Tom Zach in motion from left to far right, and a timeout called by SIU.
Timeout. Southern Illinois, their first of the half.
Shows
30
how
seconds.
critical these plays are. They took the timeout with third down and 7. Southern takes a timeout on defense, third down and about 5.
Is it just me, or do I feel like we're in the fourth quarter already? Yeah, well, there's a lot going on here, Coach Poor.
And both sides doing a lot of stuff. They hadn't shown that formation. They loaded both tight ends up over to the left, and they had been balanced and even empty and trying to keep our defense really spread out. And, obviously to open up some windows for Brungard to run or even throw like on that first down call. But I think they were going to try and load up and +1 quarterback run him to that tight end side. There is why we got the timeout.
So they come out of the timeout by SIU. Both teams have burned a timeout here in the first quarter. It's a 17-7 lead for SIU. Brungard will have Flash Wilson to his near left hip. He now motions out to the right along with Mana, the tight end. 3 receivers bunched tight to the line near left, including Tom Zach. Brungard empty set on third down and 5. They're 0 for 1 on third down. Chest high snap. Brungard looking right, coming back left. He's in the pocket, going middle of the field. Hits his man, and he bobbled it and caught it at the 40-yard line. Will be a first down for Youngstown State. Mike Solomon, the transfer, makes the grab from their own 28 to the 41-yard line. Gain of 13.
Great protection for Brungard. He stood back there, waited and waited and waited, and finally saw Solomon break open over the middle.
3 receivers left, none to the right. Brungard with Wilson lined up to his far right hip. Brungard will be in the gun. Chest high snap. Give to Wilson. Coming near side left. McClendon meets him right in that hole. Trying to strip it at the end, but he falls down to the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. Second down and 7. We've been seeing Jeremiah McClendon's name a lot today.
Yeah, he's playing a lot of what we call force corner, crack replace corner. He's made a couple plays on those outside runs, replacing the receiver that's trying to get up on the safety.
Wingate and Chazé sub out of the game. Up on that line, Tronzo and Perella. Brungard with a tight end offset to his near left. 1 receiver to the left, and Wilson. He'll now motion from left to far right. Now he's in the backfield in front of Brungard. Now to his near left hip. Chest high snap. Give to Gilbert. Gilbert tumbles his way atop of that beanie on the Penguin head at midfield. Got near the 48-yard line. That's where they're going to spot it. Gain of 4, and it'll be third down and 3.
Boy, Gilbert showed his power there. That was head-on-head with the linebacker right in the middle, and Gilbert powered for about 2 more yards.
1:30 to go. This is the spot of the field where they typically go for it on 4th down. Don't be surprised if Southern's got to defend them for another down. It is 3rd down and 3. Brungard an empty set. 2 receivers right. Gilbert to the left. Gilbert motions tight to the near left. Chest high snap, design quarterback run. Brungard's got the 1st down and more as he dove ahead near the plus 45-yard line. Colin Bohannick trying to sell an unsportsmanlike penalty on the end. From 1 minute to go to the end of the first quarter, 10-point lead for SIU. 17-7, Youngstown State back on the southern half of the 50.
Well, when a guy 6'7", 325 bowls you over, I would do the same thing.
2 receivers right. Flash Wilson and Tom Zach are the receivers. Tight end motions from near side left to far side right. Brungard awaits the snap. Knee high. Rolling to his right. Coming back left. Man wide open is Wilson. Taking a home run shot. Bohannick on the coverage. He's there. And Wilson makes a touchdown grab over Colin Bohannick. What a touchdown by Flash Wilson. There's a penalty flag late. I believe it's going to be for the celebration by Flash Wilson. But man, he climbed that pole, basically climbing a ladder to get over Colin Bohannick, and he comes down. Did he have possession all the way through? That would be the only question.
Yeah. Made a really nice catch. Bohannick defended it pretty well. He just didn't quite get his hand up through the receiver's hands to get the ball loose, and then the penalty is definitely celebration. He did the old NFL spike down here.
Say it again?
I don't know. We're waiting on you.
I just don't see
I think they're going to review the play.
I don't see how you can have Bohannick on Wilson. I mean, that's a tough play.
The result of the play is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 1. That penalty will be enforced after review.
I think there's a chance that the ball may have come out and hit the turf when he went down. And the question is, did he regain possession prior to him hitting that white line on the back of the end zone? I mean, it was a remarkable effort by Flash Wilson. I haven't seen a replay yet. 31 seconds on the clock. Right now, if it stands, it will be 17-13 pinning the PAT. And we have still not seen a replay yet. And we probably won't.
Yeah, I'm not a certified official, but I was looking right at it, and I thought it was a good catch. He had possession of it. Didn't see it clearly hit the ground when he went down. And then to your point, Mike, they're doing a lot of formational motion and movement from that spread formation, and that's how they got matched up on Colin, with the good slot receiver.
The replay that they just showed would not show anything. It's going to have to be from an end zone type camera to see the outcome of that play officially.
I think because, look, when he went to go above Colin Bohannick, he didn't have possession initially. He was going to the ground trying to come with possession. The question is, did he ever have possession long enough in bounds? And they're taking a long time to look at it, but it looks like they just wrapped it up here. Are they moving it back?
They are back.
I told you.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
And the penalty.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Youngstown State, number 1. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. That is number 1's first unsportsmanlike towards disqualification or ejection.
Hey, Coach Poor, don't pick up officiating, brother.
Wow, I'm telling you, I don't know. You got great eyes, Luke, because I don't ever remember seeing it hit the ground.
You could see it, not possession yet. It's going to the ground. You'll see it here at the end, and it hits the turf.
Ground. Yep. So it should be 3rd and 17, I believe, if you take it 15 yards from the previous spot.
It was 3rd and 3, and then they picked up the first down, so it should be 1st down and 25.
Oh, that's right. They got the first down.
Doug Phillips is frustrated because he saw the replay on the video board, but I'm telling you, it's incomplete.
I think he's complaining that even though the ball hit the ground, he still had possession of it. And if it's like the NFL, then it would be a catch. College, I don't know if they're the exact same rules anymore.
3 receivers to the right, 1 near side left. I just don't think Flash Wilson ever had possession of the ball. He was struggling to find it. And then by the time he had it.
Oh, and it is second down because it was after the first down play.
Yes, so second down and 25. And they're at their own 39-yard line now. It's 17-7, SIU. Brungard, knee-high snap, looking to his right. With time, Fonchero Sajay nearly got him, and he did. Brungard trying to get out of the pocket. Then he went down, and Chazé will get the sack on second down and 25. It will now be back to the 29-yard line.
5th sack of the year for Chazé.
Be a loss of 10, 3rd and 35. It's officially right now at the 28-yard line.
They have to get to the 31 of SIU.
And that will bring us
It's the end of the first quarter.
to the end of the first quarter. And the Salukis lead it 17-7, and it's 3rd down and 36 for Youngstown State when we come back. Sean Daly and the Guild Mortgage are the official home Saluki team mortgage partner solution. Call Sean Daly today at 618-889-5266 and let him turn your home ownership dream into reality. Guild Mortgage Company, equal housing opportunity. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
When you play sports, you know the importance of teamwork. I'm Michaela Coburn, and I play for SIU Saluki Women's Softball. I'm also a Banterra customer because they are a great team player for our communities and they are making banking easy. With Banterra, I was able to open my account online, and with their mobile app, I can manage my money on my time. Plus, with the Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases support SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
Southern Illinois has a new place to party it up or wind down. Introducing Southpaw Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro. Now open from 3 a.m. to 2 a.m. daily.
Yeah, I watched the replay.
Square feet and a full kitchen, they have everything you need to make the most of your lunch, dinner, or night out. Burgers, wings, and barbecue are their specialty. It's the all-new Southpaw Bar and Grill. Check them out on Facebook or find them at the corner of Route 127 and the Ava Blacktop. Southpaw Bar and Grill, the official Saluki watch party destination of Murfreesboro.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel board and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic program for the upcoming year? Check out your favorite and how they're doing on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACTA, Crown Achievement, College Athletics. Good to hear from Larry Larson there in the break. Apparently, ESPN crew really enthusiastic about the end of that quarter for Youngstown State. But here, Salukis lead at 17-7. Will be 3rd down and 36. And what we were just talking about, guys, and Mike, we'll start with you. Just don't do anything silly.
Yeah, just don't do anything. You know where they have to go. They've got to get to your 36-yard line, and that's a long way to go. So you can't hold. You can't pass interfere, no face masks, nothing that's even a hold is an automatic first down.
And tackle number 12.
Yeah, and tackle number 12.
They have to get to the plus 36. They are at the minus 28-yard line. Brungard will be in the gun. Ethan Wright will be to his near right hip. Saluki defense playing relatively soft here. It's Matt McLaren giving out the calls on that defensive side. D coordinator Lee Pronchinsky calls the plays up here in the booth next to us. 3rd down and 36. They're showing the replay again on that video board. 17-7 lead, SIU in front by 10. Chest high snap, give the right, coming near side, spinning, staying on his feet. Bohannon meets him well short. Got to the 39, be a gain of 11. But on 3rd down and 36, it's 4th and 25. And they will have to punt. And the Salukis will send Tay Mario out to return this punt. And now the sun starts to peek through again. This is where Tomczak struggled with that sun, fielding the punt the same side of the field.
Thing with Tomczak, though, he was kind of looking over his shoulder a little bit and not looking straight at the punt. So we'll have to see how Tay handles this one.
Mario awaits the boot. There's the punt on its way. Calls for the fair catch. 15-yard line. He got it. The 16. Be first down and 10 for the Salukis, and that will bring us to a media timeout as that boot.
Media timeout.
By Youngstown State. And it's a 14-20 to go on the clock, second quarter. Salukis with the lead. Farm Credit Illinois, supporting rural communities and farm families with reliable, consistent credit, crop insurance expertise, and rural first lending for country living. Farm Credit Illinois, helping farm families succeed. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mint is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work,
it's like he's doing the 6-7.
First Mint, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. For generations, alumni have carried a legacy of connecting, celebrating, and giving back. Every event, every program, even shopping the Saluki market.
See, they're showing a close-up out of the break
don't just watch
of that touchdown that was overruled.
Update your contact info at
It looks like it hit the ground inbounds.
And connect with us. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com.
Mid-South Ford Dealers, proud supporters of Saluki Athletics and title sponsor. Built Ford Tough, powered by MediaCom. Halftime show, which will play the end of post-game interview with Scott Nagy. The Salukis with a dominating win last night over UMKC. Here, SIU football, they lead it over Youngstown State, 17-7. As they will go from the north end to the south end, right to left. Chapman blown up by Wells in the backfield near the 5-yard line, down to the 2. They're going to say forward progress at the 10. Be a loss of 5. And it's now going to be 2nd down and 15 for the Salukis. 50 seconds in to this new quarter. 14:05 to go in the second quarter. 10-point lead for the Dawgs.
That fooled nobody. Mike Wells right in there along with a couple of others to make that tackle.
Jay Jones to the right, Fabian McCray near side left. Salukis on their own 10-yard line. Chapman still with his white jersey underneath that padding of his shoulder pads. He's off to the near left tip, helmet high snap. Williams to air it out, far sideline. Jay Jones with room, makes the grab near the first down stick, stops, turns, stays on his feet, far sideline right, and he falls down on his back near the 38-yard line. They will say he got all the way to the 38. It's a gain of 23, or I'm sorry, gain of 28 from the 10 to the 38. First down and 10 SIU.
Great pattern and an even better stop and then go by Jay Jones to get even further upfield to the 38.
3 receivers out to the left, Jones, Davis, and McCray. Jones in the slot. One lone tailback in the backfield with DJ Williams to his far right hip. Williams awaits the snap, looking to his right. Now he's going to try to air it out, going for Davis, and it's batted down, incomplete. In on the coverage was Dane Hodge. That defensive back came in, dove right in front of Vincent Davis. They knew that play was coming, Coach Poor. It was the fake quarterback run game, and then DJ tried to air it out.
Yeah, and Hodge, we talked about him, good player. He was just, he stayed at home and did a nice job of undercutting the throw right there.
Second pass breakup for Hodge this year, but he's always around the football.
2 receivers to the field side left. McCray on that near left hash. Jay Jones further out near the numbers. Now 3 receivers to the right, bunch to the far numbers right. Marshall, Quinn, and now a man jumped, and it was Holley again. It's the left side of the line. They could probably give it to anyone on the left side of the line. 13:01 stopped on the clock. Here comes.
They can take their pick. Cam Dye was moving on the right side, so.
Okay.
2nd and 15 after this discussion.
Ball start. Offense. Number 68. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
They could give it to anybody.
Yeah, they gave it to Derek Hart. So from the minus 38 to the minus 33. They'll be second down and 15. As they break the huddle, Vincent Davis comes back in. He'll be lined up field side left along with Schwinneman and Jay Jones. Eddie Robinson, the tailback, off to the right, just below those far right numbers. Now he motions and orbits around DJ Williams from right to near left. Shoulder high snap. Williams looks left, goes back to Davis, spinning his way, middle of the field, 35. Got back near the original line, and he did. Got to the 38, penalty yardage back. Will be a gain of 5. 12:50 and ticking here in the second quarter. It's a 10-point lead for SIU.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Dogs, and this is one you'd really like to pick up to keep the momentum and the drive alive, leading it by 10, 17-7.
From the north to the south end, right to left with that giant American flag at half mast here at Stanball Stadium. 2 receivers tight left, 2 outfield side right. Williams points to Davis. He's in motion from left to right. In that white jersey top underneath the lights. Shoulder high snap, looking right with time. Davis is there, hits his man, makes the grab for first down. Vincent Davis right at the midfield 50 white yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 for SIU, gain of 12. They lead at 17-7, 12:14 to go, second quarter.
Another really nice pitch and catch. VD Davis with a great pattern to the boundary, and DJ put it right on the numbers.
Yeah, caught him in man coverage against their DB, and DJ knew where he was going to go with that thing, and obviously really good throw.
Pigskin Scott spotted right in between the 2 yellow feet of the Penguin at midfield. Schwinneman into the backfield with Williams. Robinson near left hip. Fake to give to Robinson, come near side. Overthrew Jay Jones. He had to leap and leave his feet. Went up with 2 hands, and it'll go right behind him and bounce into the turf. Clock stops, 11:40 on the clock. 17-7 lead SIU here over Youngstown.
That's a shame unless he thought he had to throw it high to get it over somebody. If he hits Jay in stride there, Jay's got a big gain on that slant.
9 of 14 right now is Williams. 177 yards passing. He's also the leading rusher right now with 13 yards on the ground. Empty set for Williams. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the far right. Ball spotted far right hash at the 50-yard line. Just high snap. Williams with time. Middle of the field dropped. Mario is right there. It was behind him. It still hit him right in the hands. Yes, a better pass. And he can continue to move upfield, but you get your hands on the ball, you got to come down with it.
That's a real, I mean, he literally had to reach behind his hips. Not a good pass by DJ because he had all day to throw it.
Robinson and Mario come out of the game. Chandler Chapman and Vincent Davis come in. Break the huddle, Chapman to the near left hip, and now a motion out to the field side left. 3rd down and 10. Saluki's on 3rd down today, 2 of 4. 2 receivers tight to the boundary side right. Williams empty set in the backfield, away in the snap. Chest high, looking right, will now run, middle of the field with room. 45, stays on his feet, 40. He's still moving, first down and more, below the near numbers 30, 25-yard line, and that should be a penalty flag. Hit him late on the sideline, swiped right at his hand. They're not going to throw the flag, but it's a first down for the Salukis as DJ Williams came up a little gimpy at the end, but he will make his way back out there.
He's been gimpy for the last 3 or 4 games. He just doesn't have that burst anymore, but still has some nifty moves as he went inside, then outside to the boundary, gets all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Actually looked like he had really good juice on that run till he got over here loose on the boundary, and then he kind of shut her back down.
Jay Jones to the left, 2 receivers right, ball spotted on that near left hash. 17-7 lead SIU, under 11 minutes to go, second quarter. Play action, Williams in zone, Davis wide open, he's there, touchdown, right near the P, and Penguins in white, and he celebrates in the red end zone. And with 10:47 to go in the second quarter, it is SIU 23, Youngstown State 7, pinning the PAT.
I think we mentioned before the game that Vincent Davis needed a big game today. How about Vincent? 4 catches, a touchdown, and about 45 yards.
First touchdown for VD since the second quarter against Indiana State when he took it 83 yards to make it 31-7. This one 23-7, pinning this PAT at the south end of Stanball Stadium. Ryan Algrim to snap on this overcast day. Clean. Placement by Clark is down. And the PAT by Halen is up and through. Saluki's a 9-play, 85-yard drive that ate up 3 minutes and 32 seconds, brings us to immediate timeout. Vogler Ford is committed to being your service destination for life with a fast and friendly service department and online parts business that ships parts all over the country. You can get what you need wherever you need it. VoglerFord.com. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Burgers and dogs on the grill, back and forth action, overtime thrillers. Game days are back in Carbondale, and there's no better way to get to the game than behind the wheel of a new Ford from Vogler. Whether it's bringing everyone to the game in a new Explorer or hauling the grill to the tailgate in a new F-150, Vogler Ford's great selection has the vehicle that lets you do game day right. When you want to get a new Ford, you gotta get to Vogler.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is
Did the ref
Rocky
warn him
Mountain
on that
cold.
celly?
So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
We all like new stuff. A new car, a new house, even a new big screen TV. The looks, smell, and feel of something new. If you love new, then you'll love Newbie's Pizza in Carbondale. That's why they handcraft each order to your specific detail and desire. Think about Newbie's Pizza at 830 East Walnut Street in Carbondale. Visit NEWBYSPIZZA.com. Newbie's Pizza, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
With the coach Pat Poore, alongside Mike Truitt, I'm Luke Martin. Salukis lead it 24-7 here at Youngstown State. Last time the Salukis were here, they only had 3 points. Lost 31-3 on that rainy night here in Youngstown. I want to remind you to listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on Sirius XM, College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Flash Wilson back deep to return this kick as Paul Halen will boot it from the north end to the south end of Stanball Stadium, right to left. Salukis have outgained Youngstown State 240 yards to 140. A missed field goal and a fumble on a punt has helped aid this first half for SIU. That will go way over Wilson's head, and it falls incomplete as the Saluki defense makes their way back out. Andrew Bay making his return today, and he's still out there on the field. Man, what an important guy he is to this Saluki defense. Only played 6 snaps against Indiana State before he got hurt on that drive with the groin. So Bo Brungard comes back out, 5 of 8. He's their leading rusher today with 39 yards. Gilbert just 1 yard short of that at 38. 2 receivers tight to the left, 2 to the near right. Brungard in the gun. Gavin Shepard backs his way on coverage. Wilson will motion from left to near right. Brungard keeps it himself, and he's eaten up and swallowed up. Saluki defensive line contains him. The no gain. 2nd down and 10, 10:40 to go. Second quarter, 24-7 lead SIU.
It's almost like the Salukis are begging him to hand the ball off, but they're not going to take the rise off of Brungard.
Yeah, the inside D tackles all game to this point have been really active and doing a nice job of getting a body part on Brungard.
Jalen Gilbert, lone tail back to the near right, hit 2 receivers each side. Now Wilson in motion again. Low snap. Brungard keeps it, goes back left, hits his man, far sideline left. It's right, stays on his feet. Vinny Pierre hit him right at his thigh, and Vinny Pierre's down at the 50-yard line, right at the midfield stripe.
Timeout.
It's not Vinny Pierre.
Official timeout for an injured defensive player.
Vinny Pierre did, oh boy. Vinny hit Gilbert, but then he went and chopped the legs out from Jeremiah McClendon. So McClendon had the roll up, and you really hope that guy is going to be okay. We'll take the timeout with them. That injury timeout is brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois, the official orthopedic provider for Saluki Athletics. To get back into the game, trust the Sports Medicine Center at the Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois. This is Saluki football from Learfield.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction
this is break
Trades Council
7,
of
so
Southern
last one's
Illinois.
the 2
Our
minutes.
personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ULLICOselect.com.
And it was a bad snap.
Rumor Chevrolet in Harris makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Rumor pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It's so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at RumorChevy.com and we'll send you home happy. And go Dawgs!
Conveniently located in the heart of southern Illinois lies Rend Lake Golf Resort, the region's only 27-hole public golf course. With 5 sets of tees, expansive greens, driving range, and on-site PGA instruction, Rend Lake Golf Resort is perfect for golfers of all skill levels. Looking for stay-and-play packages? Check out Rend Lake Golf Resort's on-site lodging, condos, and cabins. After your round, relax with friends and family and enjoy a meal on-site at Seasons Restaurant. To learn more, visit us at RendLakeGolfResort.com. Rend Lake Golf Resort, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
24-7 lead as SIU will have Bo Brungard in the gun for the Penguins. First down and 10 for Youngstown State. Jeremiah McClendon was the injured Saluki. He ran off, looked like he was okay, but then went towards the locker room. There's Brungard, chest high snap, give to the tailback Gilbert, comes right up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, and then finally Andrew Bain got him just by his cleats. Got to the plus 42-yard line. Donnie Wingate slow to get up, but then he will finally make his way back to the line.
Gav Shepard limping a little bit as well. He's coming out.
So now Southern
Cam
down.
Kason's on the other side.
Yes, Southern's down. Their top 2 corners, me and Brungard, may air it out here. Near right hip as Wright goes out to the left. Gilbert is the lone tailback to the near right. Cam Kason in on coverage on right. Brungard, play action, looking, going left, pocket still there. He's going to run out of the pocket, far left hash. There's a flag. It's going to be holding on Youngstown State. Brungard eventually got to the 33-yard line, but it's going to come back. It right now rests at the plus 42.
Again, he is so evasive. You think you've got him, and the next minute he's by you, but it's going to be a hold on Youngstown, I believe.
Oh, we got
they have to huddle up.
Good example there, though, of at least he's having to.
Holding, offense, number 78, 10-yard penalty, second down.
Go ahead, Coach Bart.
He's having to escape up inside, and we're getting hats to him, and at least, you know, he's not out there on the edge with a bunch of open space in front of him.
Gavin Shepard is back out there for SIU after missing a play. Saluki's huddle up into the game is Fresh Walters now in at receiver. Flash Wilson subs out. 24-7 lead for SIU. Long way to go in this one. Early stages of the second quarter, 9:15 to go. Brungard with an empty set, 2 receivers left, 3 near right. Brungard away in the snap in that red jersey top. Chest high snap, 3-step drop, middle of the field, takes his shot, has his man at the 40, near 35-yard line, gain a first down. Vinny Pierre is down, slow to get up at the 31-yard line. First down and 10 for Youngstown State. They're going tempo. 2 receivers each side. First down and 10 for the Penguins. Knee-high snap. Brungard fakes the run. Now he's back to air it out near sideline right. Takes his shot. Toe tapping on the sideline and making the grab.
It's Hensley.
Was
Two
Hensley.
straight.
2 straight receptions by Hensley, and it's first and goal to go at the 5.
That's almost a Tomzak-like catch on the boundary. Just got the tiptoes in before going out of bounds.
I tell you, Mike, when you said Tomzak, I was like, is he even out there? He is. He's huddled up.
Yeah, he's been on the other side.
Outside of that fumble on the punt, we haven't said his name. He hasn't even had a reception yet in this game. He winds up out to the left with Hensley. It's first and goal to go for Youngstown State. They trail 24-7 second quarter. Tight end in motion from right to near left. Now back from left to near right. Chest high snap. Brungard fakes. They air it out. Now I'll rush it up near the goal line, and he's in. But there's a penalty flag at the very end. Is it a hold? It's coming in. Southern saying it is a hold. So
CJ is pointing back towards Youngstown, and nobody is celebrating.
I see a few people clapping on the far side.
And they're saying it's against Southern.
It's on Southern, it looks like. They're going to say they were off. Wow, that was such a late penalty. Let's see here. Let's just wait. They're talking to Youngstown State. Wow.